Start the goddamn movie already.
Shut up!
Holy cow, you can tell immediately this is going to suck.
What are you doing?
No, I wasn't.
Have a seat, take a load off, and smell the fart.
Took too big of a load off there, did you? Welcome back to the Two Gaming Dudes, but obviously totally different because we can't do what we used to do. But that's okay, because we're going to do something totally new.
If you remember the original show, we would play video games and make fun of them. This time, we're going to watch crappy movies. We're going to give it a week. So, all right, let's break it out.
Okay.
We're going to decide. We decide on a movie.
Right.
One of us will pick and say on Saturday or Sunday, watch this film. A week goes by, and then we record. Mm-hmm. And we try to recreate that film from memory. See how well it's stuck in our minds.
Yes.
And how much of it we can remember in sequence, and try and recreate the film from memory.
Because let's face it, if it's a shitty movie, we're not going to remember it. I don't remember half of the things that happen in it. I just kind of tune it out, or I start daydreaming.
So we're going to start with the big movie right now, Wonder Woman 84.
This world is not yet ready for all that you will do.
Yes. Speaking of big crappy movies.
All right.
And
I think we're both going to remember the opening, because it was one of the few.
Okay. Yeah.
She's playing on the Jungle Gym.
Yes. Okay. So the movie opens with baby Diana, right? She's like
5 or 6 years old.
whatever it is. She's a little kid, and she runs through this crazy obstacle
Right.
course,
She has to do the ninja course as a race, and she's winning the ninja course.
which is basically like Wipeout, if you remember the TV show
Yeah.
Wipeout.
I like the Japanese version. The guy would go, "Who farted?" Yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically that.
So she's winning. She's kicking ass.
Yeah.
There's an arrow scene, and she falls. She gets hit by a branch,
Is that what it was?
a la like the Three Stooges. She's riding, oh shit, a tree branch. She
Oh,
gets
that's
knocked off
right.
the horse.
Do you remember why? Was it just a branch out of nowhere? and she
No,
just hit
she's
it, or-
like, she's looking at the girl behind her and going, "Ha ha, you suck!" And she turns around and there's a branch in her face.
Oh, all right.
She falls off, and the other riders pass her.
Right.
And
And
there's
her
like
horse like gets the fuck out. It's just
her
gone,
horse
right?
runs away, so she's like on foot, but they're all passing her. And she goes down an aqueduct. Like she cuts a corner, and there's like you have to hit the color wheel,
Right.
And it launches a firework, and that's how the people in the stadium remember.
She caught back up with her own horse, didn't she?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So she went down the thing and she caught back up with her own horse.
So they make their way back to the arena, and she's about to win, and then that buff lesbian girl grabs her by the scruff of the neck and goes, "Ah, cheaters never win! Ah!"
I thought that was really weird because I didn't think she cheated at all, did she? I mean,
Well,
she fell off her horse and then managed to catch the horse.
But she took a shortcut. She didn't do the actual course, so she did kind of cheat.
The horse ran the course.
Of course.
All right. So that happened, and then...
And I remember that sequence being extraordinarily long.
Yeah, that looked like 30 minutes, right?
It was like, holy cow, and we haven't even started Act 1 yet. This is just some, like an afterthought almost, because, in the future she needs to know why cheaters never win. Crap. All right, let's go back and reshoot some opening scene where she's a kid and she cheats or something.
When I saw the trailer, I honestly thought that whole scene was going to be like interwoven throughout the movie. My bad, it was not.
Okay, fast forward, it's now 1984. Mm-hmm. She's working at the Smithsonian.
Is that what happened next?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or does it go to Max?
The mall. There's a mall thing.
Okay, they go to the
There's a mall.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
There's the stupid shopping mall scene.
They got to like show her off by doing,
Fighting crime.
but like fighting crime with like the worst special effects I've ever seen.
Right, there's a K Jewelers at the mall, and they've got stolen Indiana Jones artifacts in the back room, and one of them is the Magic Rock.
Yes, yeah.
Magic Rock!
And the criminals were like
Stooges.
yeah, just retarded. Like there was something clearly wrong with them.
You can't say that.
Oh, my bad.
You goofy Chinaman.
All right, whatever. There was something wrong with these guys.
So, in this kid superhero movie, one of them is going to slaughter a 5-year-old girl by dropping her off a balcony.
Right. I
And
remember
Wonder
that.
Woman shows up.
And then like
Rescues
casually
them.
like floats from balcony to balcony over and over again.
Beats the crap out of them.
Yeah, but like slowly. It was weird. Like she lassoed one guy and then did the little toss thing and then floats away and then does something else. Oh, the first guy didn't really hit him very hard, so you got to float back to him, and it just took forever.
So the karate fight in the mall.
The Matrix, it was not, okay?
Remember in Dawn of Justice where Ben Affleck is in the Batcave and he's looking at old videos of, he's looking for superhumans.
Yeah.
And there's never been a mention of Diana Prince,
Yes.
who's been fighting crime since 1984.
I actually remember her saying in that movie, that's why I've been gone for the past 80 years.
Right, they
or
have a
whatever."
fight.
Yeah.
So
You
you,
don't just save people. You make them see their better selves. And yet, I never heard of you until Luther lured you out by stealing a picture of your dead boyfriend. You shut yourself down for a century, so let's not talk about me moving on.
Yeah.
so you disappeared for 100 years. Never mind.
Not really. My bad.
He's got the picture of her in World War I in 1918 with the French guy.
Yeah, and that was like the last sighting of her ever.
But she's been working at the Smithsonian under the same name since then.
Whoops.
Which is
Not aging.
remarkable. And nobody who also works at the Smithsonian ever figures that out,
That-
right?
oh,
It's
she's
just
been
like,
working here since the 80s. Man, she looks great.
rare for a 97-year-old woman.
Whatever. Okay. All right. So they steal the rock.
Right.
Or she gets the rock and takes it back to the Smithsonian, right?
I think.
And they're looking at it. There's a group of scientists who are like, oh, what is this thing? I don't recognize it. I don't know. Put it on this girl's desk or something.
I think so. Something like that, yeah.
What happens next?
See, it's funny. After the mall, my brain just goes and then just stop paying attention because
Okay.
this is awful.
Kristen Wiig shows up,
Yeah, so we find out that
and she's doing the exact same slapstick, stupid bullshit character that she does in Ghostbusters.
That's what I was
Oh,
about
my
to say.
briefcase! Look.
My name is Erin Gilbert, Doctor of Particle Physics at
she's the same damn character.
Yeah.
Which is just awful.
Awful.
And I just thought it was remarkable when they said, well, we got one of the actresses from Ghostbusters. I'm like, well, that might not be too... Oh, you got
Oh,
the
it's
worst
not Leslie
one.
Jones? Oh, shit.
Okay, fine.
She sees Diana. She was jealous of her shoes
Okay.
because they're cheetah prints. Ooh, foreboding. Is she a lesbian? Because she's like, hey, let's go on a date.
I
You didn't get that vibe?
don't know. I wasn't sure.
Maybe I was just hoping that they were. How are we introduced to Max Lord?
On the TV?
Life
was like-
sucks, but it could be shittier.
Something like
Something
that.
that-
And he says some stuff on the TV. And then does he just pop up at the Smithsonian like for no reason? I feel like he
know.
showed up at some point
don't remember.
and was staring at the rock like, ooh, the rock. And we were all like, how the hell do you know anything
Can
about
you
this?
smell what the Rock is cooking?
I couldn't figure out how he knew
He
any
should have
of
been in this movie. That would have been awesome. Rock the Dwayne Johnson should have been in Wonder Woman 84.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson should be in just about every movie,
Okay, so he puts the moves on Kristen Wiig,
right?
and then they go to Egypt?
When the hell did
Or
the
does a lot
Egypt
of
thing
stuff go
happen?
on before that, right? Before they go to
When
Egypt?
does the Egypt thing happen?
Oh, no. Okay, wait. They have a fundraiser at the Smithsonian.
Okay. Is that where he steals it? Like, she makes a wish first, right? Like, the two girls make wishes. I remember at some point the two...
Or do they
the
go to
two
lunch
girls
first?
They go to lunch.
They go to lunch first. That pervert in the park, like, sexually harasses her.
Yeah, she's like, hey, look at this, baby. Veep. And she was all like, no!
I'm a lesbian. I'm not interested.
And then
And Wonder Woman shows up and...
Wonder Woman, in disguise as Diana Prince, comes flying
I don't
in.
know. Some dumb shit happens.
I don't know. She punches the guy in the gut and, like, breaks his spine or something. And
Right. And then they have the fundraiser. She
Right.
looks super sexy. Every guy in the building just, oh, look. It's so stupidly obvious. Oh, no, wait a minute. Have they made the wishes yet?
Yeah. They made the wishes because I think by now Max like steals the rock, doesn't he?
When does
think-
Trevor show up?
Who?
Trevor.
Oh,
We forgot him entirely. He may as well
Trevor
have
shows-
not have been in the fucking movie.
he really shouldn't have. I don't. That was at the. When the hell did that happen?
I
That
don't
was, like,
know.
at the,
I don't know when or how.
It was at the fundraiser thing,
It
right?
was? Oh, he
Yeah,
shows
yeah.
up out of the blue. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
This
pops up
guy
out of
shows up.
nowhere.
He's like, Diana, I love you. And she's like, who the hell are you, loser? No, it's me, Trevor. I'm back because of magic.
What is that? What is that? Fuck off, will you? Fuck off!
And she doesn't
She
believe
just-
him, and then she does believe him.
Yep, and then they sleep together, and it's weird because it's not his body.
They've invaded some guy's body. Not only do they have sex with it, they take him on this wild adventure, putting him in danger.
Yes, mortal danger. Not his body.
Okay, then Max steals the crystal. He steals a magic rock, and he's like, I want to be the wishing rock.
Right, which didn't turn him into the Rock, sadly.
He should have said, I wish I was the rock.
That would be
And
awesome.
suddenly his head gets bald, and he gets all studly and shit.
I make that wish like all the damn time. Never happens for me
Wish I
either.
was the rock.
All right, so he does a thing, and now all of a sudden he's a genie. Genie in a bottle.
They go to Egypt.
Yeah, Egypt happens at some point. Well, first he has to kill some, or not kill. He takes his dad's money, or whoever that old guy was. I thought it was his dad. I don't know.
Oh.
And then he goes
swindles
to
the old
Egypt.
guy.
Yeah, first swindles the old guy, and then he goes to Egypt. Don't forget, there's also his son, the strange Vietnamese boy with no personality whatsoever.
Right, we're introduced to
shows up-
him.
He shows up a couple
He's a
of
deadbeat
times.
dad.
Right.
The office is empty, and he's got a hot Russian secretary.
By now, you're probably thinking, "Oh my God, this is a long movie. How long does this movie go?"
She wastes her one good wish, wishing for like some temps to come help. So some guy comes from the temp service and is like, yeah, I can answer phones.
Yeah. I remember that. So now we find out that he can grant wishes. All he has to do is touch somebody, and they have to make a wish, and then he can grant it.
somebody says, I know a guy who can help. And they go to some hippie's house who happens to have a book. And the hippie goes, in South America, the Aztecs were destroyed by this magic rock.
Oh yeah.
It's literally some guy
But that
has
happened,
a book.
That happened after Egypt.
It did?
Yeah, because that was the thing that we couldn't figure out was she went from the Smithsonian, so she's in Washington, to Egypt.
Oh, okay, right.
And then did an Egypt thing and battled some bad guys and got shot and was like, that's never happened
Right.
before.
The
and
guy's like, you have a plane that can fly from Washington to Egypt?
that's
And
right.
they go to the Smithsonian,
That's right.
and there happens to be a fighter jet,
fully fueled,
fully fueled.
as they often are at
think-
the Smithsonian.
When the B-52s were during the Gulf War, the
Yeah.
B-52, one of the largest warplanes ever, it had to refuel 18 times to fly from Barksdale to Baghdad.
Yeah.
But this little POS T-34, I think it was, I don't know what I know my aviation. I think it was a T-34. I'll check again. Makes it on one tank,
Yep. One tank.
I guess.
There and back.
And she learns how to make it invisible
Yes.
by
so
saying,
there's the-
"Oh yeah,
I can do this.
I saw
thing."
this thing one time."
Never before referenced in a movie ever, and probably would have come in handy during that whole Justice League thing. I'm going to do it now.
They go to Egypt. He tries to make a deal with the Sultan. And he's like, okay, here's a giant wall.
Something like that.
You
and
can
then
have
this-
everything on this side of the wall or something.
Yeah, and then this God miracle happens, and this giant wall separates a continent, and you're like, and nobody thought that was weird, huh?
Was there some, I don't know if that was supposed to be some kind of statement.
I don't know.
Like the Jews are on the one side going, yeah, fuck you. And the Palestinians are on the other side, no, fuck you.
Shut up! I make you shut up! You shut up! Hey, I poke out of my head!
And then they decide to fight, or
But
something.
if they were trying to make a statement like that, it failed.
Yes. Also, I thought it was interesting that this giant magical wall appeared, and the first thing these people do is like, "No, we're going to go to war over this." And they're like, "None of you thought where did this magic wall come from? They're just like, government conspiracy.
Okay, they come back from Egypt. They go to this guy who has a book.
This all happens in like one afternoon where they fly from DC to Egypt, have a fight, and then fly back from Egypt to DC.
Okay, then they
that
come back.
evening.
Kristen Wiig is now the cool chick.
Yeah,
She's become all sexy.
I remember that.
Everybody loves her in the office.
But her price is her mortality.
And then what happens?
No, her price is her humanity. Right? Because now she's a bitch.
Her sexuality?
Sexuality.
Babality. What happens next? I don't know what happens next. Oh, okay. Max says, I have to go meet the president.
Yeah, that's right. So they go.
Because
So they go from the hippie's
Sure,
house
yeah, why
to the
not?
president, right?
and this bad Reagan impersonator is like, I wish we had more missiles.
Yes.
Not
Eh,
to wish, like,
for world peace.
I wish
or,
the
you
Soviets would stand down. No.
No.
I wish the Soviets never developed the bomb. I wish no nuclear weapons had been developed.
Yep. Nope.
No,
Nope.
I wish we had more.
He's like, no problem. Here's like a bunch of them.
And then in his office, he has a billboard of this top secret technology. And Max is like, hey, how does this work?
And he just explains it to him.
And he
It's no big
explains
deal.
it. Okay, cool, I need that. And then they go to like Cheyenne Mountain or something.
Is that a plot device? How does this plot device work? I mean, it's better than a dagger that you take to the edge of the Death Star. So I'll take it, I guess, but...
I'm not kidding. If we do the last Star Wars,
Yeah.
I'm not going to remember shit.
And I'm not going to watch it again.
Okay, you're right. That would be an unfair. Because by the terms that we set down for ourselves, we have 1 week.
We have 1 week.
We have to watch it and give it 1 week and see how much of it sticks. I'm not watching that film again.
I can't. Anyway. So
A bunch
they
of
go to the
stuff
White House,
happens,
They
but-
fight. They fight at the White House. Like,
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
first time you get to see Wonder Woman fighting with Cheetah, although she's not Cheetah yet.
Oh, that's
She's still
right.
just kind of scraggly,
Yeah, okay.
looking blonde chick.
So Wonder Woman is getting weaker because she brought the dead guy back.
You know what's funny? The whole time I was watching, and I was like, at some point, the blonde chick gets sexy, right?
Oh, you don't like Kristen Wiig?
No, not
Oh,
really.
she's nice. I like her. We see her naked in. I don't remember what film. You can look at it. She appears nude in some art house film that came out a few years ago.
I don't know. I might like her more then. I guess. I
She's
guess
kinda
I'm just remembering
pear-shaped,
her
but-
from. Just remembering her from Ghostbusters and going,
God,
that's not
what
for
a
me.
Stinking turd of a movie that was.
So when she popped up in this, I just thought, it's the Ghostbusters chick.
Okay, so they're in Cheyenne Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Max Lord takes the president's podium
Yeah.
and somehow uses this magic technology to speak to all humans of the world.
Yes, and all humans of the world can now touch him through the particles sent from space from a magical satellite.
Right.
What kind of nonsense is this?
And says everybody wish for something and they all get their wish.
At the same time, simultaneously, everybody in the world.
There's no contradictory wishes though. Nobody of 6 billion humans on Earth, not one of them asked for world peace.
No. If you have, I don't know, 1,000 people and they all said, I want to be the richest person in the world, you can't all be the richest
go.
person, so...
Yep, you're right.
And that's just one contradiction. I mean, the can of worms this opens up is worse than time travel.
It's as bad as time travel and as bad as cloning.
Yeah.
Because what's to stop them in 20 years from just deciding, okay, let's clone the Emperor again?
He had like
But
7
now they
of
killed
these.
him. Let's clone him again! Okay, that's okay.
The actor's gonna come back and go, I'm like 97 years old. I actually look like the Emperor. Now please, leave me alone.
It's like one guy wishes, I wish the Steelers win the Super Bowl, and another guy's like, I wish the Browns win the Super Bowl. You now
Oh
have
no, now
contradictory.
what?
This guy asked for more missiles. This guy wished for world peace.
How do you... Okay. Also, for sake of argument, we are assuming, because it only works if every single human being on the planet makes a horrible, selfish wish.
That's right, because then Wonder Woman has to stare right at the camera and give an impassioned speech against what our society's become now in 2021.
Yes. But in 1990.
But it's
Or
1984.
84.
Well, because that's when it all started, really. That me consumerism shit.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is that
well,
why
that's
they did
when
that?
it. I don't.
I couldn't figure out why they did it in '84.
No reason, because that's the last time this stupid property had a valuable production on TV.
Is it? Because the original Wonder Woman was like 1978.
Oh, it was. Well, the
That was a
Super
long
Friends
time
was on
ago.
in '84, and that was good.
All right, I guess that's the reason.
And that pet monkey, Gleek. That's a good show. Okay, so she looks at the camera. She's talking to all the people in the world, saying, "No, you have to take back your awful wishes."
Yeah, and then she cries. Oh shit! Trevor died. I forgot about Trevor.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
I keep forgetting about Trevor.
Because he may as well have not been in the damn movie. He served no purpose. Zero. Nothing. None.
I forgot about him. I also forgot about his whole like clothes changing moment because that was obviously this big part of the movie where he changes into clothes. By the way, all those clothes existed in that guy's apartment, so they were actually all of his clothes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The zipper jacket, the parachute pants, all of it. That all they
Fresh. Oh yeah. Okay. At some
All right, so
point,
anyway,
at some point
that
before this,
happened-
she's like, "You have to die because you're ruining everything or something."
I think it was him. He was like, "Look, I gotta die because I can't stand being in this movie another second."
So she says, "Bye." Okay.
That's right,
He
that's
dies
right.
off screen or something.
Yes, he appeared on
Something. I don't know what happened.
He showed up from off screen and then he dies off screen.
Yes,
and he
that's
and he's gone. And you feel nothing.
Okay,
I felt
so-
nothing when they said goodbye and she's crying and I felt nothing.
I don't even like him in the Star Trek films. So they're in shame. You have to take back your wish, and everybody
Yep.
starts taking it back,
Yeah, everybody.
including the grieving mother who wished for a cure for childhood leukemia. She has to take her wish back too.
Right?
That's bullshit.
I'm going to go even farther and say, even in the selfish realm, even the guy that looked at his horrible wife and said, I wish you were dead, and then she died, you have to take it back. She'll kill me. No, I'm not doing it. She will kick my ass.
You're in so much trouble!
It goes to that scene in London, and the English lady's like, "I wish all you damn Irish would drop dead or get deported." And the Irish guy's getting deported. He's like, "You goddamn limeys should drop dead." Like, yeah, 1984. That was the middle of the Irish Troubles.
That was about right.
Makes
yeah.
perfect sense. They would be at
Like,
each other.
take that wish back. Nope, I'm good.
I remember making a wisecrack about deporting the Irish, and Tracy got mad. Like, hey, there's a wish I could get behind you. Goddamn drunken mix. She didn't like that.
Oh, well, I mean.
So they all take it back, and then Max Lord is like, "Oh no, my kid is gonna die because all the nukes are going off."
Right. 'Cause
Never mind, I take it back.
He cared nothing for this kid until right now. No, or maybe it was me. I think he cared
No,
about
you
him.
didn't
I
care
didn't
about
care
the kid.
about him. You're right, my bad. I didn't care about this kid. I still didn't.
Because the child was Asian. You're a self-hating Korean, you know that?
It's because he was just this dull, dead-eyed.
Lifeless eyes, black eyes like a doll's eyes.
Doll of a like they could have just replaced him with a mannequin or a cardboard cutout, and we'd have been like, yeah, it's the same actor. It's fine.
I'm not sure what that casting decision was.
I don't know.
I don't know why the Mandalorian was cast. Frankly, he wasn't. Was he supposed to look like Donald Trump? Was that like Patty Jenkins trying to make some highbrow point?
I don't know.
Because he had his hair like Donald Trump. He was like that 80s yuppie tycoon. He's standing behind the presidential podium.
I guess. I didn't really see the whole Trump thing. People saw it. I didn't really see that.
I questioned. I thought if
But-
I didn't know if I was seeing it or not, and if I was, I didn't know if it was intentional or. Again, why do the thing in 1984? It had no bearing on anything.
No, it did not. So anyway, I think that was like it, right? Like she tells them all to take their wish back, and they did.
Oh no! We forgot. There's the fight scene with Cheetah.
Oh, she fought the cheetah.
When they go to Shine Mountain,
right. She shows
Cheetah
up. And
shows
she
up.
looks like a cast member from Cats. I mean, all the way up to her spinning around, and I kept going. You're gonna see her butthole at any point now when she spins around, because Did you ever see Cats, by the way? The movie?
I
based
saw
on
maybe the
musical?
first 6 minutes of it.
Okay, so it
That's as much as I could stomach.
Instead of calling it Cats, it basically should have been called Cat's Butthole. Because that's all I remember from it.
I'd love to see Taylor Swift's butthole.
So that's what I kept expecting from Cheetah, but that never happened.
No, instead, Wonder Woman shows up in this ridiculous gold armor.
Which wasn't explained how
For
the
no
hell she
reason.
got that.
Oh,
or
no, they
why.
did. They showed it at her apartment.
Did it show her going back? She went back home and got it and then left?
No, like an hour before that, when her and Trevor are in her apartment, he's like, "Hey, what's this?" And she's like, "That's my gold armor." Okay, great. And then they move on with the scene.
I remember that. What I don't recall ever happening is her going back to her apartment to get her stuff because I remember her taking off as fast as she can, trying to get to the island, like swinging on lightning bolts because that might as well happen. And then she showed up there in the gold.
Yes.
And I'm like, wait.
For what reason? I don't know.
Where did you get this from? Well, for the trailer. That's why you did it. But where did you get it?
Well, they said it belonged to an ancient warrior from Themyscira.
Oh, I get that, but it was back at her apartment and she was already going to the island.
That's what takes you out of the moment?
Yes, because I'm like, at some point along the way, like a plane had to fly alongside her and be like, here's your armor. And then she'd like change his clothing.
I don't know.
Or was that whole flight thing of her flying through the clouds just her getting back to her apartment? Because they were only like 3 blocks away.
I don't know. The point is, why bother with the armor? Because she kicks the living piss out of Cheetah like that. It's not even a fight. She
It's
just
not. It's just
bah, beats the hell out of. Get out of my way.
It's a lot of her going, I don't want to fight you. Okay, I'll fight you.
Bow! Fight's over. This is supposed to be, at least in the comics, Wonder Woman's nemesis.
Yes, this is her greatest nemesis.
It's like if Superman fought Bizarro and he just kind of bitch slaps him and Bizarro disappears. And Superman keeps on going.
Yeah, it might as well.
They got to be like a little bit more equally matched.
Right.
But she just beats the hell out of her.
There was never any point where you felt like her life was in danger.
Yeah. And then Cheetah's
So
like,
there are no stakes and you just don't care.
all I wanted was your cool shoes.
Or something like that. I think those were her last words.
And then all that other shit that we talked about.
Yep,
So,
yep,
you know what? We
And then,
got that pretty good, I think.
oh, you know what else happens at the end, by the way? Like, after everybody takes their wishes back, and then I remember Max Lord goes back to the White House lawn, and then from the woods next to the White House, I guess, comes his son, comes running up to him. Because he just kind of like pops out of nowhere. You know, that was like
remember
the
that at
ending.
all.
It was his dad, or was it the kid jumping out of the woods going, Daddy, and like running across the
have
the
no
White House
recollection of that.
lawn, I think.
Nothing. I remember then watching like 4 minutes of credits, and then there's a post-credit scene where Linda Carter is walking through a outdoor shopping center or something,
Something.
and somebody's like, "Hey, you look pretty hot."
Yeah.
She's like, "Thank you,"
She's like, check out my ass.
and then the credits continue.
right. I remember that.
I remember that, and I remember being extremely bored for most of the movie.
Oh, I know the one other thing that happened at the very end was her meeting the dude.
Oh,
She met the dude
who she'd sexually assaulted.
Yes, that's like Steve's.
And nearly
Steve
got
was
killed.
in there, and
That's right. Yeah,
when he
yeah,
shows
yeah,
up,
yeah.
because I didn't know who it was. It was just some random dude who dressed like she wanted.
Well, it was the same actor.
I didn't catch that.
No.
Because when he showed up, I did like, who the hell is this guy? What's his point? Why are you flirting with this dude? Didn't your guy just, I mean, I know he said move on, but a little fast there. And then someone had to tell me, that's the guy that Steve was in. Oh, well, that's even weirder now because she's seen that naked.
I myself would have rather. All right, now we get into the nitty gritty of why this movie is stupid as hell.
Let's start right out. Hey, what happened?
He dies in 1918.
Yes.
It's now 1984.
Yes.
She's still obsessed and hasn't moved on.
Yes.
People in the real world get divorced and remarry, and who the hell still pines for whatever? Okay.
Whatever.
I would have liked to have seen, if they really needed to shoehorn Trevor into this film,
Right.
show him as a 70-year-old man. Show him at 70 and show the drama and the conflict of him still being in love with her, but realizing he has to let her go because he's holding her back, and her still being in love with him, but she has to pretend like she still likes this 70-year-old coot.
See, now that would have been different if he would have.
There's a lot of directions you could take because they're still in love with her. They're technically the same person.
Yeah.
She's ageless and he's an old man now. Deal with that. That would have been more interesting than a magic rock brought them back and then they had to die again. Because we've seen him die and her be sad.
Yeah.
I don't need to see it again.
Better the first time.
Right. It's just a stupid movie.
With a lot of stupid decisions. I'm angry now that I had to watch that movie.
This is the woman that they gave Rogue Squadron to.
Yeah.
What is she going to do?
I don't know.
And then I don't know if it's true, but I've read how much she fought the studio for control for some of the ideas that she wanted to put in there.
For the Wonder Woman movie?
Yeah, where the studio was like, this is stupid. You need to cut that or change that. And she was, no, it has to be done like this. And they have to because...
You feel stupid now, huh?
Stupid!
I mean, they clearly knew it was garbage. They didn't release it on HBO Max because they had to.
No, they did not.
They knew. This was their easy out. And like,
oh, thank God we found a way out.
Dump it on
I
there.
just put it on HBO. We're good. It's worth cable TV.
I mean, can a studio afford $250 million budget now when you're not going to have a theatrical release?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know how anything works anymore. I can only hope that they are going to continue to release movies in the theater. Good ones. Not this crap. You know what it did make me look forward to? The Black Widow movie. I bet you that'll be pretty good. It'll be better than Wonder Woman.
I don't know about that.
And it's got to be better than Captain Planet or what, Captain Marvel. Marvel, that's her name.
Captain Marvel sucked as well. We did a review of that one on the old channel.
Yeah, we did. And we might come back to that, but that would mean I'd have to watch it again, and I really don't want to.
I'm not watching it again.
All right, we're going to find another movie to watch.
And we'll do this again, yes.
If you have any recommendations, suggestions, movies you'd like us to watch, put it in the comments below. We'll check it out, maybe, if it doesn't suck too bad. And then we'll see how well we can remember it. And we might even do one or two of these while heavily intoxicated. Who knows?
That's a virtual guarantee. Just by the nature of us.
I feel like
we're going to be messed up for a lot of these.
It might help the review process. Like maybe I'll remember things better if I'm not totally here.
So if you have HBO Max and you really feel the need, go ahead. But
I guess. But by the time you see this, maybe it won't be there anymore. Oh, yeah. You didn't miss much. All right.
Stupid movie.
Everybody,
click subscribe. Hey, we're back on YouTube, man.
Right.
So I don't know what we're gonna do with this.
I don't know yet either. But if you're watching this and it's happening on YouTube, click subscribe, tag that notification bell, like it, comment, share it.
Go watch our better stuff on Pornhub. Frankly.
Oh man! All right.
Bye.
See you at the movies.